How much money do you actually need to retire? Well, according to Manulife's Future-Proofing Young Pinoys study, millennials estimate that they need about 18 million pesos for their retirement, and Gen Zs naman say about 22 million pesos. So mas malaki pa. But here's the thing, only 20% feel confident they can actually reach it. Now, the problem is that these numbers can feel really big and overwhelming, making it more challenging to figure out where and how to start. But we can always try to break it down and reverse engineer it. The way I like to do that is to use a free compounding interest calculator online, something like this, and I play around with the values. Just make sure that you know your target retirement fund, your current savings or investments, and your years until retirement. I assume an interest rate of around 6% per annum para it's somewhere in the middle. Let's take the target retirement fund of Gen Zs, which is 22 million pesos, and let me show you some examples of how much you need to invest monthly to reach that amount. This table is for when you're starting from scratch, you have zero savings and investments, and this table is when you're starting with, let's say, 5 million pesos. How much you need to invest monthly will depend on how many years you are away from your retirement. So if you're 40 years away from retirement and starting from zero, you need to invest 11,000 pesos a month. Now, you might be wondering why it's zero here. It's because if you're starting with 5 million pesos invested, that will eventually grow to 22 million pesos in 25 years. So if you have more time than that for retirement, then you don't need to add, but of course you can. You can screenshot this so that you have a guide on how much you need to set aside monthly. So for a lot of people, breaking down that number, it just becomes more doable than focusing on the larger goal. And if you start investing even a portion of that monthly amount, mas gagalaw yung pera mo para sa'yo. And if I were restarting my investment journey, I would start looking into these three vehicles. First are bonds that earn between 1 to 3% per annum because they're quite conservative. Funds that earn between 3 to 6% per annum, which is considered moderately conservative, and stocks that earn between 5 to 8% per annum, which is considered moderately aggressive. A thing I want most Filipinos to understand is that financial independence isn't impossible. You just really need to have a plan in place to help you achieve your goals. Don't just save this video. What are you guys waiting for? It's time to move.